Hello everybody and welcome to Board Game Inquisition, where we are fans of games both new and old. Today we're going to be unboxing Robotech Attack on the SDF1, which is from publisher Japanime Games and designers Jeff Mechlinski and Darius Hambleton. Is that right? Yes, Hambleton. Apparently it's for 1 to 5 players, it'll take 120 minutes to play, and it's for ages 14 and up. Now, the obvious thing about this box is it's Robotech. Have any of you watched the anime, the pretty famous show at this point? It was kind of, I don't know, I'm a big fan of anime. It was one I hadn't watched. And this is a review copy. So it's brand new and I get to slice it open and tell you what's inside. I have no idea what's in there. Although I have watched at least one episode of Robotech to give me an idea of what might be going on in here. So let's start by ripping off this cellophane that's making a big shiny mark on my video. Typical, right? First things first, this is a very large box. I was not expecting such a big box. And thank you kindly to Japanime Games for sending me this review copy, so I can share it with folks like yourself. Anybody else really enjoy anime? I know I do. Kind of grew up on anime and manga, just a tad, but of course it was all the cute and adorable stuff. Now it's just hug it. Ugh. Oh, Jesus. First things first, what I cannot convey through, you know, the medium of video. This thing's really, really heavy. It's a really heavy box. Oh, and it is made of lovely, lovely stuff. It's kind of like, I've said it before and I'll say it again, like Battlestar Galactica, like those mats, or the, you know, that lovely kind of ingrained box. This is really, really, really nice box. Okay, also the artwork's kind of cool, isn't it? It's very busy. You got robots, so far you're expecting robots and humans, and obviously there's going to be some sort of attack. So let's see what's in here. Oh, did you love that sound? Okay, so inside the Robotech box, the first thing we're getting is the rulebook. Okay, it's not a bad size. I hate ones that are kind of wide, but it's not as wide as the box. So I'll give it that, and it's got the same artwork on the front. What's the paper made of? The paper's nice actually, it's quite thick. I have a feeling it's not too shiny up there. It's not too shiny actually, it's not too bad. So the first thing we get is the game objective, that's really important. How to win the game and how to lose the game. Okay, great, that's a fantastic place to start. I wish this was in a box or something, because this is super important stuff. Then you got game components, which tells us they're not to scale. Okay, so let's have a look at the components. Wow, okay, there's a lot of components. Ooh, so key game concept and terms. Okay, that's nice. So if you haven't watched the show, here's kind of the little filler in so you can understand exactly what it is they're talking about. I like that very much. Now there's a visual guide, which seems to have all sorts of kind of cool robots and weapons and things. Okay, cool. So these are the Zatrandi vessels. Okay, what do we got next? So the Robotech game board. Okay, so it looks like the game board is going to be circular, which is a circle inside of a square. Okay, that's pretty interesting. And it explains the board. Everything is done actually in these really nice bullet points, which is lovely. And the font is a really good choice too. All of this is very clear and very easy to kind of access and use. So we got a danger board. Welcome to the danger board. I like it. There are hero boards. Well, I assume we're going to be heroes, right? And then we've got scenario booklets. So it comes with 5 scenario booklets. This is a book that helps new players learn the game. Okay, so there's a way to introduce us into all these kinds of things. Very cool. There are card decks and card types. That makes sense. Then there are action tokens and ability points. Now we're going into just like the real nitty gritty, the different types of tokens and what they all do. I do love the way this is laid out. This is super pleasant. And this is quite a big rulebook. We're still going. Scenario play, so that's cool. It means you can play scenarios. There's a gameplay overview for that and how to clean up and upkeep phases. Still with more pictures and bullet point tokens. And now we're getting into more and more text. So determine action token totals, how to move. There's heroes phases. This is all hero healing. So this is going to be pretty involved, right? There's no way it can't be with this many rules. So an example, hero turns. And then the SDF1 itself, it has its own areas, which is the ship, I do believe. Like a hangar, a hospital, a lab. and it has reactors and the ship can move and it can transform and move. Okay, that's cool. Wow, look at this rulebook. Seriously guys, I'm gonna have to just speed it up here. So we're just gonna keep flicking for a few minutes. It's a nice rulebook, it's well done, but there's a lot of information in here. But I suppose if it's a game that's gonna take at least, you know, 2 hours to play, you would expect there to be a decent amount of rules. So there's Verita and Destroid, you have mecha pilots. This is all rather exciting actually, I have to say. So trendy vessels, how they get placed, so enemies are coming to get us. Basically it sounds like we're defending the ship from these enemy destroyed things, right? There are cruisers and flagships, combat casualties, all sorts, and it basically seems to have listed everything and anything you could think you might need to know about the game in this nice fashion. There's clarifications for heroes and mechas. Okay, so obviously they realised there was issues. There's optional 5th player rules, that's nice. Optional game modes, also cool. And escalation charts, play sequences, and then there's an index. Okay, well done. I like games that have an index because, you know, when you're looking for a specific answer, you really need to know, don't you? You go, that's a great way to find it. And on the back page, wasted. That is a heavy duty rulebook, people. There's a lot going on in there and a lot to cover within the game. Okay, now I'm concerned because it's giving me instructions on how to construct something that looks suspiciously like a giant robot. Is this 1 page or 2? No, it's 1. So apparently I'm going to be making a robot. Possibly not on film. I'm bad at creating things, but it sounds like there's going to be a giant robot in the game if I have to build one. Here's the scenarios for kind of starting out. I like the picture on the cover. What does it look like inside? Oh, operation. So it tells you exactly where to place things. Where you should go, how to do it. So it's basically a walkthrough of the game, and there's a couple of different scenarios for that. I guess that's nice because it does seem from the rulebook like there's a lot going on in here. Okay, oh, I really like this. Quick reference sheet, and oh my god, these feel amazing. Oh, you know, the best of the best cardboard, but it's soft. It's like, oh wow, okay, yeah, this is really top quality stuff. So I like that it, you know, reminds you of what all the different symbols or tokens do, what your enemy tokens get to do. What's on the back of it? And even better, sequence of play. This game is going up and up in my estimations the more I uncover. So that's brilliant, so you always know what's happening. As you can see, there seems to be a lot of phases. This is going to be like a busy, full game. This isn't, I think, going to be just fun rolling dice and hitting each other in our ships. Okay, the next pile of card we have looks like the different types of players. Interestingly enough, in the TV series, all of the women on the ship who run the ship, there are only women who run the ship, and there is one male captain. If I remember correctly, the ladies are all called bunnies. So here we have our captain, who's obviously in charge of the ship, and then everyone else is kind of some kick-ass girl, which is really, really cool to see. So she's an ace pilot. Well, ace pilot Max Sterling, yeah. We have a wing leader. That's an actual guy with a very large piece of hair for his fringe. And then we have Claudia Grant, so operations manager. And it looks like this is a cooperative game. I didn't fully read the rule book there, but it does feel that way already. I think I mentioned it somewhere. So that, you know, you'll be working together as a team. These are beautiful boards. Like, I can't emphasize enough how fantastically cool they feel. So this must be the thing I'm supposed to build. But I ain't going to build it on screen. That would be embarrassing. So yeah, it looks like there's going to be an actual like giant robot standing in the middle of the game board. How cool is that? Especially if you enjoy assembly. Please don't pop out because I'm not ready for this yet. I'm not the best at assembling things. I'm going to get some help from a grown-up before I attempt this. Okay, next, into the box. Woo! Oh wow, okay, this is cool. So which way around do you want to go? We'll go this way. So we'll try and place it down for you guys to see. So obviously this is our ship. As far as I'm aware, I think this is the SDF1. This ship. It's got a launch bay, production railgun, reactor. So obviously we can activate certain parts of the ship as necessary throughout the game. It's beautiful. That is like, it's so nicely put together. Yeah, it's in beautiful nick. It's made it yet again of something. This isn't as magical as the others, but pretty close because it has to have the seam down the middle. But yeah, that is really, really cool. Nothing on the back of it. Okay, what's next? Oh my god, danger boards. Woo! Welcome to the danger board, everybody. Does it look dangerous? Oh, look, hero action markers. Okay, so how much damage you can take. Maximum scenario mecha. Obviously, this sounds dangerous. This is clearly going to be tracking, you know, how many terrible things have happened to you versus good things. I think it looks that way, doesn't it? And yeah, it gets worse as things go on. I like that. It sounds like a game that's going to put a lot of pressure on you. You're going to have to keep busy. And okay, there's a lot of things to pop out. Wow. Okay, so because I don't want to pop them out right away, I don't have a bag or anything for all these tokens to live in. I have a feeling the game hasn't provided me one. We'll see. So these are some of the tokens. So we've got some nice beakers, and some nice tokens, and yet again, these feel like magic. These are such high quality. This has to be one of the best quality games I've opened in a really long time. Here we go. So it's obviously going to be standees for each of your little characters. Also made of awesomeness. There's some more enemy ships. Like, oh wow. I could just kind of rub my face in this all day. Okay, so we've got lots of little tokens now. We're getting really small. Obviously, maybe damage tokens, like snipey tokens. Basically, they're all for your special abilities. And then all different types of robot tokens and ship tokens. Always cool. And then we have another one that looks suspiciously similar to the previous one. Probably because it's identical except for these characters. So obviously there's dots for them as well. Yeah, these are amazing. And apparently we haven't ended yet. What's next? Ooh. Okay, wow, this feels like cloth actually on the outside. There's the tray. Let's see, how do I open you? Oh, we found the real game board to go within the game board. Ooh. Okay, it's not as big as I had thought, so I'll let you see the corner so you can see Robotech, it says in the corner. There's space for cards on the board in all of the corners. I'll show you the middle. It's a beautiful board. Wow, it's stunning. And you have to imagine we have our big circular ship sitting in the center, I guess, or maybe it moves around. I like that all the sections on it are labeled so you know how far away you are from anything, so it's close, near, inner, outer. And I also am a big fan of game boards that have space for the cards that come with them on the, you know, up on the edges and stuff, so you know how much space everything's taking up. This is stunning. This game just keeps surprising me. I don't know why I thought it would be less than this, but I did not expect all this high quality. I think that might be because Robotech is kind of an outdated thing at this point. Like, I'm sure there are still fans, but, you know, things have moved on since Robotech. Okay, let's go next. We've got Attack on the SDF1. Story characters. We have to know about the story characters. And indeed, they did provide me with baggies at the bottom. I'm very curious to see what this actual cloth bag is about, but so let's see who are these. So obviously, Zentradi Lord, these are the enemies. So we'll move up here so you can see them better. So these are like an enemy Lord Commander, a Zentradi pilot. I'm assuming the Zentradi are the bad people. I could be mistaken. An RDF pilot. A young girl. I'm pretty sure she's part of the storyline somewhere. Something about her singing. So maybe I'm wrong about all these people. Maybe there's good and bad people in this list. Who knows? Yet again, these are gorgeous cards. Fantastic quality. Like, look at that. Like, you can just slide them around. Okay, so they were awesome. Now, we're nearly to the bottom of the box, people. This has been a rather big unboxing just because the box has been so big. Every time I go down, I found another layer of awesomeness to get into. Okay, put that one there. So, we're going to go with tiny cards. So, yeah, so these are obviously the orders list for each faction, I think, that's coming to attack us on the board. Because on the board, there was like a picture in each corner. We're going to use the scissors. Seems to be a more elegant way of dealing with these kind of cellophane wrap things by now. We're not quite living in the future, but we should be almost there, right? When the future is now. Yes, yes. Okay. So, these are really nice cards as well. These are linen finished. I'm guessing. So yeah. So there's basically so it tells you what they're gonna do. See all the symbols? So they have their own like little instructions for how I think they're going to come and get us all. Yeah, bring with the two heavily armed. Ooh, very cool. It definitely reminds me a little bit of something like Battlestar, where, you know, it's defend the ship against the worst case scenarios. These are lovely, yet again, beautiful cards. Fantastic. Okay, so I'll put those back in there now because they're not wrapped anymore. We've only one more pile of wrapped cards to get to. Trusty scissors time. You'd think I'd get better at snipping these, you know. It's not my first time at the rodeo. But no, plastic doesn't like to cooperate. It just pollutes. Now, so what cards have we got here? Incidents. I don't like the idea of that. Incidents. What's it doing in the back? Oh, these are bad things, events that can happen to you. It's not good. So then there's resources for the SDF1. What are these kind of things? Oh, cool. So they're basically they're cards for the ship to have to play. I guess it looks like that. Then mecha, there are orders. What's what the orders say? Oh, to tell you the vectors in which you can move and stuff. Okay, there's going to be a lot to playing this game, guys. This is not light and fluffy. Okay, and then we got 2 dice. We should always check the dice. If that's one thing I've learned about these unboxing videos. This is the longest unboxing video I've ever made. Well done, well done. So, oh yeah, they're nice. I hope they roll better than most of my dice, but they're a lovely clunky pair. And the very last thing seems to be a bag with our symbol on it. No idea what things go in the bag. I didn't get the impression that anything went in the bag, but then again I didn't really read the rules. So yeah, so fair enough. So, and we got some spare baggies, thank God. I was about to panic, we weren't going to get anything. So that is Robotech, guys. What do you guys think? Are you impressed by what's inside the box? Because I know I am. And I have to get round to building a giant robot at some point. Panic? Mostly panic. You definitely get a lot in here, don't you? I'm really looking forward now to giving this a go. It sounds really fun and interesting, and you can play it solo. That's also very, very cool. So yeah, so you've been watching Board Game Inquisition, and this was us unboxing Robotech Attack on the SDF1. Hopefully we'll talk to you again soon, and you'll join us for another unboxing video. And until then, take care, have fun, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.